Do you know what? I'm just thinking about it now. You really got to give a hand to Lindsay, haven't you, for this film?
What's the sound of one robot hand clapping?
Get away from her, you bitch!
Classic.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
No more hangers!
You thought you'd become a prostitute or a drug addict.
I used to love doggy chow. I used to love doggy chow too.
Oh, hi, it's Crystal here. This week we're doing something special and unlocking one of our Gaytreon exclusive episodes. We do a bonus episode on the Gaytreon every month, so if you like the show, this is the kind of content you could be getting by subscribing. You can subscribe directly in your Apple Podcast feed, or if you listen on Spotify, you can subscribe via Patreon, and then you can sync that with your Spotify feed. This podcast, believe it or not, takes ages to make, so if you like it, and you like us, and you can spare £4 a month, well, please consider subscribing. I want to do this podcast for years and years, but we need you to make that happen. Okay, appeal over. Thank you for listening, and please enjoy this episode of I Know Who Killed Me. Oh, hi, I'm Crystal, and this is how you throw a party in Mykonos, bitch. And who are you?
And who am I? Oh, well, thank God you asked me. I just wanted to level with you. I don't know anything these days. It's a long story, but I had a terrible week with limbs falling off, and I've only just discovered I have a twin. But I think my name is Baby Lame.
Oh. What drag queen doesn't have a weird case of split personality?
Or twin stigmata.
Twin stigmata, yeah. Do you think if I cut myself right now on this Zoom that you would bleed?
Let's try it. Go on, do something. Chop your finger off.
I'm wanking.
Oh. 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 We all know you don't get any pleasure from wanking, just tears and regret.
Yeah.
That's my cum shot.
Welcome to Camp Classics, a thoughtful podcast about stupid movies.
Right now.
And boy, is this a stupid movie.
Oh, every 2 weeks, Baby and I are here discussing, exploring, and rating some of the peaks and valleys in the genre of camp in the search for the campus of camp classics.
Right now.
And welcome to the Gaytreon. If you're listening to this, well, you love us enough to pay to hear the sound of our voices. And I think that's neat.
You're right. No, I was gonna dive in and slag them off and I'll be like losers, but no, it's a new me, it's a new us, it's a new
And I'm feeling good.
Welcome.
No, thank you so much for your support. It's really cool. And if you're listening to this on a free trial account, I see you, and I will know if you confirm that 7-day trial.
And we will know who will kill you if you don't continue this trial, because it'll be one of us.
One of our alter egos.
Yeah.
Wait, is your alter ego... If you're the stripper, does that make your alter ego like a good girl somewhere?
Who said I was a stripper?
Well, I mean, neither of us are the good versions of ourselves, are we?
No.
We're both the wrong side of the tracks version.
100%. But you know what? I own it. I own my streaky fake tan, my badly dyed hair, and my overall cracky demeanor.
Say crack again.
Say crack again.
Crack.
Baby, what makes a camp movie?
Right now.
What makes a camp classic? Well, it's a camp classic we want to find out about. Not just a movie. It's got to be a classic, Crystal. It's got to unlock queer joy. It needs to have an ongoing legacy. We like it if it's a bit stupid, but you know what? Sometimes they're not stupid. It should inform queer pop culture and be anti-mainstream. We don't want any Marvel films here. Or is that a bold assumption from me? Can any of the Marvel films be camp?
Well, Madam Web is not a Marvel film, but is a Sony superhero movie, and I
only said Marvel.
Yeah.
I only said Marvel.
Yeah. I don't
Madam
think
Web. We need to do that. We do need to do that.
We do. We do. To quote Madam Web, the best thing about the future, it hasn't happened yet.
And you know the best thing about the future It hasn't happened yet.
That's such a stupid. Oh, please, can we do that as our next
Yeah.
one? Yeah. It's such a powerful film on so many levels.
Oh, speaking of bad dye jobs and bad wigs. Actually, I don't think there are any bad wigs in this movie. I think this one's all Lindsay Lohan's hair / extensions.
Yeah, I
know.
think I did read something about wigs.
Okay.
No, it is a wig because midway through filming, lots of shit happened during this film with her because
Yeah.
she was in a slightly volatile stage of her life, but she just decided to bleach her hair blonde. So they did
Ah.
have to use some wigs, yeah.
Okay.
But they also needed a body double because she wasn't around to do for some of the last shots as well. So.
Yeah. I guess that brings us to our movie for this Gaytreon episode. We're covering 2007's I Know Who Killed Me, starring Lindsay Lohan and directed by Chris Silverstone.
God.
Yeah.
Was this his first and last ever movie? Did I
I think
read?
potentially, yeah.
But what a way to go. I mean, when I Googled this film, one of the first things that came up was Lindsay Lohan, box office poison.
Oh.
I could hear people getting bored with me, but I couldn't stop.
But listen, I feel like today's episode is all about celebrating the Renaissance of Lindsay Lohan. Lolo.
I love the Renaissance.
It's all about the Renaissance.
Honey, this is how you throw a party in Mykonos, bitch.
Speaking of, box office poison, this movie grossed $10 million worldwide on a budget of $12 million. So that's a flop.
Flop. Flaccid.
Yeah, flaccid. It's got a 9% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh. I think that's the lowest score that we've had on any of the films that we've done thus far.
Yeah, somehow Catwoman isn't even that low. Let me see. Catwoman has 8%.
Meow.
Oh, it's an ever-changing beast, this whole Rotten Tomatoes thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I like that those two movies, they're kind of like, I mean, they're both mid-noughties, and you can really see that in the, style.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gritty
Oh, you really
flip
can.
phones.
They've been edited on flip phones by the
Yeah.
looks of them.
Yeah, so it's got 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. Or this is a summary from Rotten Tomatoes of the critical response. Distasteful and ludicrously plotted, I Know Who Killed Me is a career low for all involved, particularly Lindsay Lohan.
I could hear people getting bored with me.
Wow.
Yeah, that is harsh. The movie was nominated for 8 Razzies and won 7.
That's great.
Making it, at the time, the film with the most Razzies ever, beating Showgirls.
Well, there's worse films to be connected to, isn't there?
Yeah, I know. I think that's kind of a lovely thing. To
Whether or not it
dethrone
has the same
Showgirls.
legacy.
Yeah. They actually created a new category for that year's Razzies, which was Worst Excuse for a Horror Movie, specifically for this one.
I mean, she was targeted by lots of people.
Yeah.
You look back at this era and she really, to kind of have a career in the spotlight at all with everybody ready to rip you apart. It's just good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. It has had a bit of a reclamation since then. In March 2020, film critic William Bibbiani claimed, I Know Who Killed Me is criminally misunderstood. It's not a classic, but it's an enjoyably strange giallo that doesn't deserve its terrible rep and demands a serious reevaluation. We'll come on to it maybe a bit more, but a giallo is like a style of Italian film, which is basically like a proto-slasher. It's basically the kind of movie that influenced slasher movies.
Oh.
In fact, why don't
boring?
Well, no, but I think it's actually quite interesting. I'll get into it now, actually. So, giallo films, giallo means yellow, so I think that's why there's so much yellow in this movie as well. I mean, there's obviously a lot of blue and a lot of red, but there's a bit of yellow.
Did you pick
too.
up on that? Did you pick up on
Yeah.
the blue and red?
Yeah.
So subtly littered.
So, giallo films are known for their graphic violence, eroticism, suspenseful atmosphere, and occasional supernatural elements. They often feature amateur sleuths, black gloves, and cryptic titles. The killer is often someone unexpected, like a beautiful woman. the identity is often complex. And modern giallo movies include Cruising, Dress to Kill, that insane Brian De Palma transphobic movie, Basic Instinct, I Know Who Killed Me, Last Night in Soho,
Okay.
Malignant, and Maxine.
The girls.
Okay, so I like giallo films. There we go.
Yeah,
We've learned something new.
Yeah, isn't
And
that
this
fun?
is why it's worth subscribing to the Gaytreon, everyone, because we are learning some film theory. Thanks for that, Crystal.
You're welcome. And yeah, in its reclamation, The Guardian also did an article a couple of years ago, and I can't remember who wrote this, so apologies to this person, but they said, a close-minded America dismissed I Know Who Killed Me as a working nadir of a woman hitting her own rock bottom. Little did they realize they were getting a glimpse of the Lindsay that could have been.
Vague.
But yeah, it's had a reclamation. It's been celebrated as a cult classic. I mean, it hasn't reached like Showgirls level, but it's definitely become a midnight movie, and I think there's a lot of people who are kind of trying to say this wasn't as bad as people said it was at the time.
It might get a bit more energy behind that sort of campaign because Lindsay's career is on the up. She really, she's one of those kind of, call her like a diva, but like this is like she's going through the comeback at the moment. She is like worked it out. I mean, there was a period of time where she was like desperately trying to get onto like British Sky comedy dramas as a cameo. It was pretty low where her career was headed, and now she's got a cushy deal with Netflix. Freaky Friday 2 on the horizon, and she looks incredible.
She does look incredible. It's kind of sad that like maybe all you need to do is get a facelift.
Boo, you whore.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
But what a facelift.
What a facelift. Like I won't.
She looks incredible.
Yeah. Sign me up.
I feel like she's really reclaimed because she was the golden girl of Hollywood. Like she, was this huge star, huge box office success. And then she had this like great crossover with Mean Girls where it was like she had the whole sort of Julia Roberts romantic comedy thing lined out ahead of her. And then it all went tits up. But it's literally like she's just gone, well, those 18 years that I was away in the wilderness, fuck that, because I look great again. It's like I've just deleted that section of my life, and here I am. I mean, if we could all do that, I think we would be doing it.
Yeah, maybe there's something to be learned from that. Just go open a couple beach clubs in Mykonos.
Honey, this is how you throw a party in Mykonos, bitch.
Try your hand at a few things, but mostly marry an oil sheik. She lives in Dubai.
Does she still live in Dubai?
Yeah, she's got a kid with like an oil person who paid for the good work, I guess.
Get it, girly.
Yeah. Before we get into the plot, have you got a quiz?
I have got a quiz.
I love it.
And it's interesting. Well, before we get into the quiz, I'm curious about your relationship with this movie. Had you seen it before?
Yes, I remember when it came out. And my boyfriend at the time somehow got wind that this was like worst movie of all time. So we went to see it in the cinema. I was obsessed. I mean, watching it to prepare for this episode was only the second time I'd seen it, but I've talked about it many times since because the plot is just so insane. Like, I love to tell people about this movie. It really lives in like an upper echelon of so bad it's good movies for me.
Yeah, that's so interesting because this is my second time watching it as well. And I think I watched it in a similar way. I watched it with a friend and we were sort of obsessed with the Lilo that was everywhere in the news. And we sort of loved seeing how sort of trashy she was in a kind of Britney way. But yeah, I remember watching it and being like, oh, I wanted it to be worse than it was the first time I watched it. I kind of just remember being like, meh, but not in a fun way.
Right.
And so I just buried it and I didn't remember anything about the plot or anything about it. And then I rewatched it and I literally phoned my friend that I saw it with today. And I was like, oh my God, how have I managed to like completely like delete this film from my memory? Because obviously I was like, this is sensationally there. So we'll get into it. But very quickly, it's time for our Camp Classics quiz.
You right now?
Now, as you mentioned, This was a flaccid release for Lindsay Lohan, but she has done very, very well at the box office in her illustrious career. I'm wondering, can you name her top 3 grossing films?
Okay, The Parent Trap? Oh, okay, Freaky Friday.
Yeah, where do you think it's placed?
Second. This is too hard. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna find the top 3, and then we'll figure
Go
out the
on.
ranking.
Go on.
Mean Girls,
Ting!
and
You've
then
got one left.
God, it's gonna be something like that Herbie movie.
Yeah, correct. Which I love this. I love this title for a name. Fully Loaded.
Fully Loaded.
Fully Loaded.
Oh,
Add that with an exclamation mark. Herbie, Fully Loaded.
Herbie's Fully Loaded Weekend.
Oh, yeah, I've been there before.
The limit does not exist.
So Freaky Friday has been her biggest grossing film thus far, with 160.8 million at the box office. Herbie Fully Loaded at 2 with $144 million, and Mean Girls at number 3 with 130.7 million. So she's had a good shot of it. She's done well.
I wonder what she got paid for her cameo in the new one.
I know she's got an interesting career now, because she started to work again with fashion brands and things, and like the Netflix films have been shit, but like, you know, this Freaky Friday 2.
Freaky Friday 2 could be the like key to her way back in.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's kind of gotten shaken up in terms of her acting. I haven't watched any of her new movies, but I have a feeling she's not great at them.
Yeah, well, apparently she's been recording music for the Freaky Friday 2 soundtrack, and
I don't want that.
according to Jamie Lee Curtis, one of the songs is the Song of the Summer.
Oh,
because we know that Jamie Lee Curtis loves her music, doesn't she? Although she just wants to go
wow.
to a matinee show of Coldplay, doesn't want to go to it in the evenings.
Coldplay. Do a matinee. What about a 12 noon concert, Coldplay?
But you know, it's nice to see that Lindsay's back with the legends, back in with Disney, and it's good for her. Okay, on to question number 2 now. So, Lindsay had a few issues filming this movie that caused quite a delay in the filming process. But the people that were making the movie with her were there to assist her in any way they could. And can you guess a technique that helped speed up filming her scenes?
Did they like feed her lines immediately before each shot?
Yeah, kind of. She had giant cue cards with her
Wow.
lines on them. Which is giving like Joan Crawford in her later years sitcom drunk having to look at cue cards. It's like,
Wow. That actually surprises me because, I mean, we'll talk about this later, but I don't think she's that bad in this movie.
no. I mean,
I think the movie
dialogue.
is fucking weird. Yeah, the dialogue is insane. Like, there's lots of weird, bad things about it, but like,
but yeah,
she's
honestly,
very watchable.
Who could you think that could do the same performance with the same scenes, the same dialogue, that could elevate this anymore? I mean, Julianne Moore would not be able to make this into a critically acclaimed movie.
Yeah,
it's got troubles. Okay, and then sort of leading on to that, so for the final question of this quiz, at the time of this movie, Lindsay Lohan was in and out of probation. But can you guess by this point in her life the percentage of her adult life she'd spent being on probation?
Of her adult life.
Yeah, at this time.
How old is she? She's like 40?
Yeah, but at the time when she made the movie, so she was like...
So that's like she was early 20s. I think she was 21 when she made this. I don't know, I'd say 50%.
86% of her adult life.
The limit does not exist.
God.
She'd been on probation. She was a trouble baby. There was a lot going on. But the thing is as well, like, you know, I was saying earlier, like, I was obsessed with her, like, trashy ways. But, you know, we were really lucky that we kept her because she had, you know, by the sounds of it, serious, like, addiction issues, serious mental health issues, and, like, the way that the media treated her. I mean, this could have easily ended up like an Amy Winehouse situation or
Absolutely.
one of those. Yeah, so we're lucky she pulled through, and she did.
Yeah.
And on that positive note, that's the end of the Camp Classic quiz.
Yeah, I mean, just what you were saying about Lindsay, like, I think it's so interesting, and it makes watching this movie so interesting because, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but she obviously plays she plays the good girl that the media wanted her to be or wouldn't let her be, and she plays the trashy bad girl. It's such an interesting time capsule for that, to see her in both of those positions at this time in her life when it's all like changing and going wrong. It's so fascinating. I also read that she was in rehab during the filming, and so she was leaving rehab in the morning to go to set and then going back to the rehab at night, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is. That's and also it's just like you shouldn't be making a film, babe, if this is
No,
like
no, I know. And she also had an emergency appendectomy during the filming as well, so filming got halted for a month while she was recovering from surgery. So, like, it was a really brutal time in her life.
But we're grateful for it.
Yeah, we're grateful for this movie.
The output is
yeah, yeah, and grateful that, like, I don't know, she seems to have. I don't know. Has she found her way? Who fucking knows? All we know is she looks good right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
So,
hopefully
who cares?
Hopefully that's a marker of like internal peace. But I don't
Do you know
think
who she shares a makeup artist with that I find fabulously interesting?
Who?
Mariah Carey.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
That crazy guy, Chris.
Yeah.
His name Chris?
Christopher Buckle with a K.
Mm.
Yeah. And also he does Aguilera as well.
Yes.
So I'm wondering.
Oh, he's hooking them up.
Yeah. He's maybe doing a little side hustle.
He's like, he hands them the card to the substance.
Now a warning. Now a warning?
Yeah. I mean, watch out. Mariah might end up like it, you know.
It would not surprise me. I mean, that woman has had many fresh faces in her life. Okay, well, should we get into the plot?
Yeah. Oh, good luck explaining this one.
Yeah. Thankfully, there aren't too many characters, so... So, the quiet suburb of New Salem is being terrorized by a serial killer who abducts and tortures young women, holding them captive for weeks before amputating their limbs and murdering them.
Can I quickly just dive in? There was something right from the get-go. I'm sorry, seeing a stripper pole covered in blood as a hand slides down it. I knew this was going to be the film for me. Just wanted to put it out there. It's spooky, it's sexy.
Well, but also, like, you could just imagine that happening in Maxine, like, this year. And it being really cool and edgy. You know,
totally.
It's very A24. So, we meet Aubrey Fleming, who is a pianist and aspiring writer. She appears to be the serial killer's latest victim when she disappears during a night out with her friends. She is later seen bound and gagged and on an operating table as her hands are exposed to dry ice. As the days tick by, the special FBI task force convened to track the killer begins to lose hope of finding him before it's too late. Late one night, a driver discovers Aubrey by the side of a deserted road, disheveled and seriously wounded, with one of her hands and legs amputated. Waking up at the hospital, she shocks everyone by claiming to be a down-on-her-luck stripper named Dakota Moss.
Great name.
Great stripper name. Fantastic stripper name.
You smell like a baby prostitute.
I will give her credit where credit's due. She got over the fact that she's, got no leg and no hand, a bit of her arm. She got over that very quickly, and I think that's a really admirable trait to be as a human. She just wasn't making it a big deal. She was like, ugh.
Yeah, the cops are being so mean to her. They're like, stop playing games with us.
They are. I mean, we know ACAB. But seriously, this is. If you ever needed proof, this is the reason.
Yeah.
It's like I just put. Actually, I'm looking at my notes, and I put in capitals with a really marked full stop after each word. Give her a break.
Leave Lindsay alone.
No.
So, the doctors and her parents and law enforcement officials are convinced that Aubrey is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and can only wait for rest and therapy to restore her memory. Meanwhile, Aubrey/Dakota is fitted with a robotic hand and leg. Just like a slow clap for Lindsay Lohan moving her robotic hand.
I mean, obviously, all the kind of like technology and how it's progressed to kind of help with situations like this, fabulous. But in the context of this movie, which is a bit silly, I would have liked the robotic hand to have had maybe a bit more power behind it. Do you know what I mean? A bit more, like, really utilize it. I was expecting something
like
a bit more
like if she could have fired it, like, and it had a rocket inside.
Yeah, just like super strength or something.
You're thinking
because they liked showing it, didn't they? They loved showing that hand.
You're thinking Rose McGowan with a machine gun.
Yeah, totally
leg.
That energy.
Yeah. You just want it. It'd be nice if like one of the fingers was a laser.
Also, I don't trust the person that fitted her leg and her hand. He was very weird going, "It's beautiful, isn't it?"
Well, at this point, you're still very like, who's the killer, right? So it could be anyone. And I guess they're trying to make that feel very like, ooh, who is it? Is it the gardener?
I just thought he wasn't a very professional health consultant.
No. Well, I decided early on that yellow was the color of safety in this movie. So if you saw a character wearing yellow, because he's wearing like a bright yellow lab coat for some reason, and then the boyfriend is driving a yellow car.
I didn't pick up on yellow at all.
Yeah, well, I think that's what I was talking about, because the giallo style of movie, giallo is Italian for yellow. So I wondered if that was like, he's like, we've got red, we've got blue, let's do yellow.
Oh God!
We haven't got.
There's a reason why this person has never made another film. It's like, Hun, the art of subtlety.
Yeah, we haven't gotten into it yet, but we've seen a lot of blue so far in the movie, and now that we're getting these like flashbacks into Dakota's memory, we're seeing a lot of red. It's really.
I mean, they could have really mixed it up and gone purple, couldn't they?
Yeah.
So we don't know what's happening.
That would have been so fun if the end scene, like, when she finds her, that she could have covered her in a purple shroud, and it'd be like they've merged. So where are we? She's got a robot hand now.
Yeah.
An FBI psychologist believes Dakota to be a delusional persona of Aubrey, and the agents speculate the persona functions to distance and protect Aubrey from the events that happened to her. Examining Aubrey's laptop, they discover a short story about a girl with an identical twin sister named Dakota. In addition, a DNA test confirms that Dakota is Aubrey. So what's happening? Who's who? How's this happening?
I mean, she's not as good as writer as she thinks she is old Aubrey. When she's like reading it, like when you see her in the classroom, I'm like, is she a teacher?
Yeah.
Or is she a student? And
She
you've got
had
like, I don't know, there's one girl looking at her and it's like, this really isn't that enjoyable. Do you want to fuck her? Because that's the only reason why you're like smiling as she's reading it. Yeah.
She knew how to turn her life into a movie and watch things happen. Not to her, but to a girl who looked just like her.
Yeah, it's really played up like she's a brilliant writer, and
well,
like,
she was the former Young Artist of the Year.
I nearly made that my welcome. Hello, I'm the winner of the Young Artist Award, Crystal. I don't know if you know, but Lindsay Lohan's character in this movie won the Young Artist Award.
They really hammer that home, don't they?
The Young Artist Award. Such a
vague
award.
And it's just they like, I mean, you can't hammer home that she's like the goody two shoes girl anymore, because it's like, you're an amazing pianist, but I just, I don't have the time. I just need to focus on my writing. It's like, oh, do one, bore off.
In The Substance, when they give Sue the New Year's Eve show, and it's like so weirdly vague, but it's clearly on purpose. Like, you're gonna host the New Year's Eve show. It's very that. The Young Artist Award. The Nondescript Talent Competition.
Yeah, do you think they like when they were coming up with like, well, we'll come back to that and we'll pad it out a bit.
Fine. Yeah. Whatever. We ran out of time. So it's all a bit confusing. Who's who? What's happening? But meanwhile, Dakota/Aubrey keeps bleeding. She keeps just bleeding out of nowhere. What's happening with that? Spooky. Dakota/Aubrey explains away her injuries to the police and recollects a series of bizarre events that happened before she arrived in town, including her finger falling off while she's stripping.
I mean, I know she's a hardened broad, but the way she dealt with that, I'm sorry, I might have reacted in a
Oh, she is tough. She pulls off her stripper opera glove and her finger comes off at the same time.
And she's just kind of like, I'm just going to wrap it up. And then one of the things that I found camp is because I didn't know the name of this person, but right at the end of the movie, when the credits come up, it's in alphabetical order. The first character listed is Fat Tina.
Fat Tina!
I was like, who is Fat Tina? And it's the stripper pimp.
Yeah, the madam lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's not fat at all.
But I was like, I want to know who this Fat Tina is, but she's listed at the top.
Yeah.
But again, hardened world of stripping. We don't know what it's like to be underground in these kind of sordid scenes. You know, people's fingers falling off. That's everyday business. You just got to carry on, haven't you?
Well, baby, people get cut. That's life. I think that might be the thesis of the movie. I think that might be the message the movie's sending. People get cut. That's life.
I mean, a lot of blood is lost in this film.
Yeah. There's a really weird scene where Lindsay's on the bus and her finger is just fallen off unexplained. And this man on the bus is like, hold it above your heart. And he's not curious at all why she's bleeding everywhere. And so she says, aren't you going to ask me what happened? And he says, people get cut. That's life.
And she's just having a fag, isn't she, in the back of her?
Yeah. Literally dripping blood on the bus. Whew. So, Dakota begins to suspect that she may be Aubrey's identical twin sister and comes to believe that her injuries are sympathetic resonance with her twin's wounds, manifesting in a stigmata-like fashion.
And how did she find that out? Not Google.
No, what is it? Yelp?
AskJeeves.com.
Right. She goes to AskJeeves.com and searches bleeding wounds unexplained. Yeah. I love it. I love
any film where it used to be that you'd go to the library and find the old files and you'd have to sit through all of the papers
the microfiche.
Then but I love a film where it's just you can just use Google and it just pops up with that.
We're in the Catwoman era where she can just Google Catwomen history.
Yeah, and I love it because straight away she Ask.com maybe is the underrated search engine because she gets to the basis of this twin stigmata thing very quickly.
Yeah, she finds a really helpful video of a scientist who's smoking.
Yeah, why is he smoking? Why? Is that because he's is that because it's showing the underworld of medicine or something?
He's in on the dark medicine. He's telling you what the real people wouldn't tell you.
Yeah. God.
So after her exhaustive internet sleuthing, Dakota confronts her father, Daniel, who eventually admits that his and Susan's child died shortly after birth and that he informally adopted Aubrey from Virginia Moss, a crack addict who bore twin daughters, one of whom was Dakota, who was left to be raised by her biological mother. So they are twins.
Loving depiction of a crack addict, isn't it? That mother. They've really, really sensitively dealt with addiction there.
Awful. Especially while Lindsay herself is in rehab. They're yeah, that was grim.
The way that she saw her crackhead mother body and sort of just dealt with it, but then, goes straight to the purse to see if there's any money in it and was left $11. Because she's living a time. Dakota, that's Dakota though. She's a hardened girl. She's had a hard time. Not like Aubrey.
No, she's nothing like Aubrey. Aubrey would never fuck her boyfriend like that.
Oh my god. Are we going to talk about the fuck scene now? Or
I think we should. This is a little bit earlier in the movie, but
I mean, it's literally because obviously what Dakota would want to do, like any normal human being would do, you've lost two of your limbs, you don't know anybody, you're confused about your identity, and you have people that are caring for you and believed to be your parents. So obviously what you're going to do is be slightly bitchy to them and be like, oh, will you do my laundry? We're going to go upstairs and I'm going to fuck Aubrey's boyfriend. I mean, it's so, and then just, it's so hilarious with the fucking mums scrubbing while they're having sex. It's like, she's so upset, isn't she? She's like manically or is she sexually excited?
Yeah,
Does she want in?
Why is she listening? I mean, just go to another room. You do not need to listen to your daughter who's recently had 2 limbs amputated fuck her boyfriend. But she does. Anyway, I love any scene that is using sex as some kind of weird, like, punishment for another character. It's like, I love it. Lindsay Lohan's character is just, like, using sex as a weapon to, like, bludgeon her non-mother.
And there's absolutely no reason for her to be using sex.
No, none.
At all.
No. She's just a girl who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm a bad girl.
Oh, God. But, oh, yeah. I mean, that scene in itself is just, and she's really going for it, bless her. But interestingly enough, this is like something I find so interesting as a thread through the movie. Lindsay Lohan had a strict no nudity clause in her contract, which feels so against the kind of what they're trying to push her as an actress. They're trying to edge her up. They're pushing the bad girl, but then I don't know. Is it that Britney thing? We still don't want our little all American girl to be fully yours. So I don't know. It feels like a weird construct, doesn't it? It's like,
yeah. Well, there's so much Britney in this movie. I mean, it's much
Blackout,
of it could be the Blackout video. Yeah. Actually, you do see quite a bit of nip in the very first scene where she's stripping.
Is it her nip though?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of popping out of the corset.
Oh, I didn't look hard enough. Because there are naked strippers in the rest of the club.
Yeah,
but
it's only one though. Just like, who's the movie where they could have one nipple?
Oh, similar to Denise Richards in Wild Things.
Yes.
But she got both out in the end. She
did. But I guess maybe Lindsay has the same agent as Denise Richards, and that's why we only got one nipple.
And we learn our lesson from how it played out with Denise. You're only getting one nipple this time, guys. Denise Richards would have been fabulous in this movie, by the way.
Oh, that would have really taken it to a whole new trashy level.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Denise Richards trying to be sold as a piano playing ingenue? Well, that she does play like a nuclear physicist in a James Bond movie, doesn't she? So
she's a versatile actress.
Yeah, she's got levels.
She is. I love how over each episode we are collecting our Camp Classics girlies. Denise is one of them. Natasha Lyonne is another one of them. We've definitely got our favourites, haven't we?
The girls.
So where are we? Dakota has...
Oh, she's found out about stigmata.
She's found out about stigmata, and she's found out that her twin was stolen at birth. So she's now seeing visions of herself being tortured, and it helps her realize that the killer is Aubrey's piano teacher, which leads her to declare, "I know who killed me."
I know who killed me.
Fantastic line.
Beautiful. Is he just a piano teacher, or is he also is he a stained glass window designer as well?
I think he does. I think he dabbles.
It's a lovely craft he's got there, like the lovely bespoke coffins.
Yeah, and the doors, and I think he makes all his own surgical tools out of blue glass as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
very talented man.
I bet he also once won the Young Artist Award. Maybe that's his motivation, because we never get one.
No! Oh, no.
No.
They don't even do a throwaway line you were my greatest, my greatest protege.
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
none at all.
Nothing.
There's no attempt to give him any more Because I forgot about him, to be honest, and not in a kind of twisty way of like, oh my God, it's him. I literally forgot about him. And then I was like, well, I don't really know anything about him.
Yeah. So Dakota and Daniel go to the piano teacher's home to confront him. Daniel goes missing, and Dakota confronts the piano teacher using her robot hand to incapacitate him and to cut his hand off and eventually kill him.
Oh, and that's what she does to him by cutting the hand off. He tries to play the piano, doesn't he? It's a very sad scene. He can no longer play. He's learnt his lesson, maybe,
I gotta say, I think if you get your hand cut off, you maybe pass out from shock and then immediately die from blood loss. I'm not sure.
Maybe your first thing wouldn't be to play a piano.
Yeah, yeah. Do a moody sonata.
Yeah.
She also finds Daniel, who maybe dies.
Yeah, I didn't really care about that bit. I was like, oh, whatever. Never cared about the dad.
No, of course not.
No.
Well, he deserves that for stealing babies.
Yeah.
Then Aubrey uses her prosthetic hand to dig up her twin, who she finds in a blue glass coffin. And she uses her hand to smash the glass and save her twin. Relieved to have found and rescued her long-lost twin, Dakota lies on the ground next to her. The end.
And I think they're probably just both going to die if they carry on like that, because they both lost a lot of blood. It's like, hurry the fuck up and get out of there.
That girl needs medical attention.
Yeah. She's been buried for how long? How long has she been buried for?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, are you still with us, listener? Do you have any idea what's happening?
I don't know what the fuck she's saying, but girl, I am living.
I mean, it is a thrill ride. This is an absolute thrill ride. I mean, one of my favourite things about it is, as we touched on briefly, love a stripper.
Yeah.
I loved her pole dancing routines because it took me on a journey. To start with, I was like, oh, she's a bit shit. She's not really doing anything. They've gone hyper slow-mo. But then it clicked, especially in the sort of the second longer sequence. I suddenly was like transported.
Where you get the sense that she's about to smoke a cigarette with her fanny.
Yeah.
She like crawls on the stage over to a man who's smoking and then takes the cigarette from him and then just rubs it up her thigh. Really nice.
I can't help it if I've got a heavy flow and a wide set vagina.
Yeah, and just, like you said, it's like a Britney music video. And I just think, I mean, apparently she did have pole dancing lessons, but I wasn't seeing any real tricks there. But
no, she said 4 hours a day, I'm covered in bruises.
Sure, Jan.
Okay.
Another one of my highlights, just for a singular camp moment, which I'm sure you'll agree on, is the gardener with Aubrey taking his top off and literally rubbing his wood in front of her. And I mean, there was no point for that, was there?
Nope, no point at all. I guess I was thinking about this after, and I was like, maybe they're just trying to like suggest that he could be the killer. They're like just setting up a few men. You're like, which one is it? But pervy gardener. Couldn't they have gotten someone hot to do that? Also,
I instantly thought that as well. I was like, oh, this guy's meant to be seen as being hot because he's taking his top off and she's reacting in a. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And again, I know they're like trying to like plant the seeds, but the whole point of when you do these like twisty turny films is you have to give characters motivation to believe, because otherwise you're just like, oh, it's that gardener again.
Yeah. But did you see the shot of the gardener driving down the street the night she gets abducted?
Yeah, and then she hides. But again, I was like, oh, what is the motivation here? Because he rubbed his wood and that's why he's killed her. I'm like, I'm going to need a little bit more than that, quite frankly. What else did we enjoy?
There's just some really bananas dialogue all through this movie. Like, I obviously talked about people get cut, that's life. But there's this other line when they're in class. It's Aubrey and her boyfriend, and he's like touching her leg, and she just says, "Is that all I am to you? Something to relax you before the game?" It's very Young Artist Award, like.
But then he got served by the teacher, didn't he? When it was like, show where the female's genitals are.
Yeah.
No, that's the man's. I also love, do I look like I'm in a fucking coma?
And how about the mum So Dakota goes to her not mum and is like getting an explanation about her birth, and the mum's trying to explain that like, you are my daughter, and she says, because you're a kicker girl. And I just don't know if it's okay to say you're a kicker girl to someone who's just had their leg cut off.
Boo, you whore.
Kick your way out of this.
Oh my god, I didn't even connect that. That's actually... I do have problems with the so-called professionals in this, and I'm going to go back to the ACAB-ness of this. Like when they're sort of having a go at her and sort of saying it's like this other murder that's happening. It's like, we'll prove it, and then the next thing you know, she's seeing like these really disgusting, grotesque images of another young girl that's been cut up and mutilated and dead, and it's like, I'm not sure that's an appropriate technique to try and help her.
No. Bad technique. It was also just kind of weird to have those, like, the cops are kind of a characters in the first half of the movie, and then they just disappear and don't come back. Like, I mean,
Because they don't solve the crime, do they?
no,
Or anything.
no, and like, you're kind of introduced to one of them as like, oh, she's gonna, be involved in this movie to some degree, but they just pass her in. And I mean, I don't want to like spend too much time critiquing this movie because it's kind of pointless. But like, there is a better movie where the cop also goes to the house with them and gets killed or whatever, like helps them solve the crimes, is involved in the final act. It's just kind of weird that she's not there.
But I think you're right. I think there's a better movie here in general.
Yeah.
Like as you said, like Lindsay Lohan is, she's good at being the bad girl. I kind of, the scenes where let's talk about like fucking minging dirty, like rotten hand and like all of that grotesque action. But like, obviously the scenario was a bit lols, but like, I must admit, like seeing Lindsay Lohan like gagged and screaming and crying and like the makeup on her eyes making it all bloodshot, I wasn't like, ha ha ha, how funny, Lindsay. I mean,
No.
that was pretty convincing. And like, yeah, I mean, the script's terrible, but I do think there is a world where Lindsay Lohan could definitely, or maybe not now, but then could have executed like a more
better
adult,
version
darker
of this
thriller.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I wrote down that this movie is simultaneously good enough that you want to know what happens, but also stupid, and like so stupid that it kind of also keeps you laughing throughout. It's just this weird
Was it the
mash
same
up
sort of
movies.
era of like, do you remember when like What Lies Beneath and like those kind of films, that because they all had this like supernatural, unexplained element to it. I wonder if that was like something popular that was sort of going on in the world of film.
Yeah, I see that.
I just as well, like, it just makes me laugh because it's like someone's just got iMovie for the first time on their Mac and it's like playing around with every single editing transition and like layering things up, and it's like, guys, calm down, you're having too much fun with this.
But I kind of appreciate that they went so hard on it stylistically, because it just it improves the movie from a camp perspective.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Even as it worsens the movie. Like, I started making a list of all the things that are bright blue, and because I was like, this is funny and weird. There's so many bright blue things, and then I was like, well, I give up because that's like the only color in the movie, and then everything becomes bright red, and then you're like, well, whatever. Who cares?
And I know, and they think they're being so like cunty when they've got her eyes being bright blue and stuff like that. It's like, oh, we got you. It's oh, shut up. It's so literal, you idiots.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a joy to watch, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. Yeah. And like you say, I think she was good in it. I think with a better script, like even this plot, like there's a fun movie here that's like, I don't know, it's a bit Silence of the Lambs, I guess.
Yeah.
Hello, Clarice.
The thing I found hardest to watch was just like the torture porn stuff of it all. And I think it spent too long like watching the mutilation, and I really didn't enjoy that. But that's just because I'm kind of squeamish about that stuff anyway. And then also when it's just like, it feels gratuitous about like zooming in on someone's suffering, I'm kind of not into it.
Yeah, and actually, that although like, yeah, there weren't bits. I wasn't really laughing at that. It was done in quite a nasty way, but it didn't really, especially if you're going down this sort of this stigmata twins, more supernatural route. It kind of that's an interesting concept to play around with. But yeah, like like just the constant bleeding and losing, like, and the hand torture.
Yeah.
And even and as I said, I found her performance in that believable.
Yeah,
Like
which
being
was kind of made
tortured.
it more upsetting. Yeah.
I will give Lindsay credit as well, because like we were comparing this to like the Britney situation, similar sort of storyline, similar sort of timeline. But you know, you did when you look back at Britney now, you know, bless her, she is dead behind the eyes because of all the kind of meds and way that her family supposedly forced her to do stuff. Lindsay still lights up the screen, and although the dialogue's all over the place, like, she's funny being like the bitchy alter ego when she's fucking the, you know, the boyfriend and smoking. Like, she's got the appeal. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't really know what her character is, because one minute she is this like sassy bitchy sort of smart ass, and then another time she's like, you know, trying to solve the mystery. But it's undoubtable that she's still like this charismatic movie star when you see her in action.
Totally. She's way better than the movie, and I think one of the only reasons this movie, I think, got panned as badly as it did is because of all of her public struggles with addiction, and because basically the media was having a field day making money off of her problems and exacerbating them. This is a story as old as time of building someone up and then destroying them, and then watching that destruction happen. There's no way, if someone else had been in this movie, that it would have won 8 Razzies. Just wouldn't have happened. It was Lindsay Lohan fueled. And she was like,
it's so contrived the way they put it together, because obviously it's like, oh, she's known for playing twins in The Parent Trap, and that was what. So let's fuck it up and turn it on her head and do this. Yeah, I wonder how invested she was in the film. I wonder if she believed this was like a real shot at like moving properly into an adult film, which she never really done.
Yeah, I got the sense from like interview segments that I'd read from the time that she did kind of think this, and she wanted to show a serious side of herself, that she wanted to be taken as a serious actress, and that's why I think she worked so hard at continuing this filming even while she was, you know, literally in rehab at the time. She seemed to take it really seriously, and she was speaking really fondly about the director, and I don't know, it's just quite sad. There's probably nothing she could have done at this point that would have been well received. And I'm not saying this movie should have been well received. Like, it's a weird movie. I don't think it does deserve the hate that it got. Well, I loved it then.
In a bigger narrative, though, you know, as sad as this is, we love to see it helps. We love to see someone struggle and rise from their struggles. It makes us attach ourselves more to them because they're showing vulnerability and strength. And so, you know, the Renaissance, as I mentioned earlier, it's been a real thing. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like it's you can kind of look back on this stuff now, and although you could feel sad and like think about it in the kind of context of what she was going through, because she seems to have, you know, survived it. It's kind of a fun thing to just go, oh, well, you know, that was back then, but it kind of takes some of the darkness of it off, doesn't it? It's like,
I fully agree. Like, imagine if, I mean, this is a kind of really dark thing to say, but imagine she had gone the way of Amy after making this. Like, this would just be such a tragic movie to watch, because you'd see her trying to like express all of that struggle and the dichotomy that the world sees her as. And yeah, it's just so good that she's kind of come out the other side of it.
The limit does not exist.
I would say, of all the movies that we've covered, you know, I mean, everyone's seen Death Becomes Her. Like, the big movies that we've covered, everyone's already seen. But like, probably not a lot of people have seen this movie, and I actually would recommend it. I think, like, definitely go into it with, you know, some gal pals on the sofa with you, have a drink, like, enjoy the stupidity, but like, you'll have a fun time. This is a fun movie to watch.
Imagine doing a night where you screen this and then you pair it up with the Blackout album. Like, I would be in. I'd be absolutely fucking in.
Yeah.
To me, it does feel, yeah, it's like, because for those that have listened to, we've covered a lot, as you just said, films that are deemed camp classics. And like, for instance, one that I wasn't that bothered by was Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, because, I've read it. I know loads of people love it. I understand why it's a cult classic, blah, blah, blah. But it just, I don't know. I'm just a bit like, meh, but just because everyone thinks that doesn't mean I think that. Whereas this one has like, it's got a weird energy to it. I really, really enjoyed it. I felt energized watching it, and even talking about it, I'm like, there's loads of fun, and there's things you've said that I didn't quite pick up on, and I'm like, oh, the next time I watch it, I want to see that bit again, and it has replay value, I think.
Absolutely.
Is this where we say it's the greatest movie of all time, and it gets 10 Merrills?
The limit does not exist.
I'm not sure I'm going to go quite that far. But yeah, I guess all that's left is to give this movie a rating. So let's rank it on the Campometer. We need to give it 1 to 10 Merrills for the quality of the movie, and 1 to 10 Lizas for the camp factor. So, starting with Merrills.
I'm Julia Child. Bon appetit.
Merrills. Oh, you go first.
That's a tough one. I know we've kind of been finding reclamation points in this movie. I would say that it is bad, but it's also interesting. And it's a lovely time capsule. And there's a lot you can kind of appreciate it with a 20-year lens. That said, I do think it is quite a weird, bad movie. I'm going to give it 4 Merrills.
Yeah. Yeah, as you were saying, that there's lots of joy to be found in it, but none of that joy is purposeful. And there are some really terrible filmmaking decisions in this. And as we said, Lindsay gave it her all, and she really does well with the material, but like the writing is terrible. Like, I'm sorry, the blue and red thing is interesting, but the way that they fucking plant it and everything, it is so bad. It's giving like GCSE media studies student.
Yeah, it's giving I've seen one David Lynch film.
Yeah, and like colour's going to be a thing. And like the fact you compared it to, what was the name of the style of film?
Giallo.
And it's like yellow. It's like, it's giving AI before AI. It's like, it's an AI paragraph of how to make a film. And then like the torture porny bits are just off. And like, I can stomach quite a lot of that sometimes. But again, it was just gratuitous and crappy. I'm going to give it a 4 as well out of Merrills, yeah.
We will stand on principle, or we will not stand at all.
How about Liza's?
Now, this is where it gets juicy, I think.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I'm tempted to score this movie quite high.
I am. It's going there. I've got two numbers in my head, and I can't quite decide.
We haven't covered a movie in a while that's getting its Lizas from being so bad it's good, and like being unintentionally funny, and just like giving the queer joy of, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? And I really enjoyed watching it for that reason. It did not know. And I think those movies are maybe quite rare, actually. So that's a delight. That's a delight. I kind of want to give it 9 Lizas.
Oh! Atlantic City! I choked on a shrimp!
I want to give it 10, I think. But just because it's like, I think it's really ticking the underground flop vibes, that's been reclaimed, because this hasn't been reclaimed by lots of people. I know you said it's had a bit of a resurgence, but it's not at the top of anyone's list. But that doesn't mean that it can't be a camp classic. I mean, it's got everything I need in it. It's got everything I need in it. Strippers, Lindsay Lohan, weird spirituality, terrible dialogue, sex as a weapon, a robot hand.
Fuck it. I'm giving it 10.
Yes, I think this is a bold action that we've just done, and what a beautiful part of the Renaissance. I'm giving it 10 as well. 10 out of 10. A terrible film.
Yeah, this is our campest movie yet.
You tell that to Debbie Reynolds!
I know.
Oh, I'm really glad we talked each other up about this. Well, there you have it, listeners. Don't walk. I was going to say run, but I think we all forgot to charge our robotic leg. So charge your robotic leg and run to see this movie.
Also, what a wonderful full circle moment for Lindsay Lohan. I bet, when she finds out that we've rated her this is going to be another big thing in her career, and she's going to think, wow, I did that. You're absolutely welcome, Lilo. We're more than happy to award this to you.
You earned it. You earned it. Those pole dancing lessons paid off.
Wow, that's spectacular. Very
spectacular. I'm delighted. I'm delighted. 4 Meryls, 10 Lizas. Congratulations. I Know Who Killed Me is a camp classic.
You right now?
Well, we'll be back next month with another Gaytreon episode. Please tell your friends about this podcast. Give us a comment on this episode. Drop us a message on Instagram and let us know what you want us to cover.
Do you know what? I'm just thinking about it now. You really got to give a hand to Lindsay, haven't you, for this film?
One.
Jokes, lol, robot hand.
Just one. What's the sound of one robot hand clapping?
I thought you were gonna one robot hand doing something else, maybe. Well, as we said earlier, you know how we're like connected, like the twin sisters. I'm doing something right now. Can you feel it?
Oh, is your finger in your butt?
Yeah.
Well, on that note, bye.
Bye.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Classic.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
No more hangers!
You thought you'd become a prostitute or a drug addict.
I used to love Doggy Chow. I used to love Doggy Chow too.
I really enjoyed talking about that. That was ridiculous. Oh my God.
Me too. Great.